Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again with a full review of the Orei HDS-402MV 4-input, 2-output HDMI matrix with multi-viewer capabilities. This single product is really two products in one. It's an HDMI matrix that allows you to very easily connect 4 different HDMI media devices to 2 high-resolution monitors at the same time, while providing complete control over which of those media streams is being displayed on each one of the monitors at any given time by simply tapping a button on the front of the unit, using the included infrared remote control so you can make those selections from a distance or through a direct RS-232 connection to a local computer. But it's also a multi-viewer that allows you to combine several of the inputs on a single monitor at the same time while providing 5 pre-programmed display modes that you can easily switch between by simply tapping a button. The product fully supports 4K high-definition media content on both the input and the output, and is both HDMI 1.4 as well as HDCP 1.4 compliant, which means it's going to work perfectly fine with all of your modern media equipment. The product also provides audio extraction capabilities where it can digitally separate the audio from any HDMI media stream and allow you to pass that along through an analog or a digital connection to a soundbar or home stereo for better quality audio. Now, as part of this review, I always like to start with an unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit. And then I'll take a closer look at the unit, I'll explain the connections and the indicators so you understand how to use it, and then I'll come back and do a short demonstration to show you just how simple this product will be to use with your own equipment. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you first pop open the box, you'll find the product. You'll also find a single 5-volt 1-amp DC power supply. You can simply plug this into any standard wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it with a locking collar, which plugs directly into the back of the unit, and you can tighten that collar finger tight, and this provides all of the power you'll need for operation. You'll also find a cable included. That's a USB-A to micro USB cable, and you can use this to connect it to a local computer if you choose to manage it through that computer. You'll simply plug this into your computer, plug the micro USB into the back of the unit to make that connection. You'll find a set of brackets you can use to mount the product up off the ground and out of the way if you choose to do that. And there are also 4 rubber feet included in case you want to set this up on top of your media center. The infrared remote control allows you to control the product from quite a distance away, and that's a really handy thing to have. And then finally, a full instruction manual is also included that lists connection diagrams, specifications, and a lot of other really good information about the product that you'll want to understand so you get the best value. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll take a closer look at the unit, and then I'll come back and do that demonstration. The product features a full metal enclosure, which makes it incredibly durable and a great choice for both residential and commercial installations. On either side of the cabinet, you'll find mounting holes that can be used with the included bracketing kit to mount the product up off the ground and out of the way. On the front of the unit, starting on the left, you'll find a power indicator. The minute you add power to the module and turn it on, it immediately starts an internal power on self-test where it's checking the electronics, and once it passes that test, it'll light this LED letting you know it's ready to use. To the right of that is an infrared receiver window, and that's where the signals from the remote control are picked up. So when you set this up on your desktop or on your media center and you're using the remote control, make sure that window is visible. To the right of that are 4 LEDs labeled 1 through 4 for output A and 1 through 4 for output B. These indicate which of the inputs is currently being sent to output A, and these indicate which of the inputs is currently being sent to output B. And you can make a selection of which input you want sent to output A by tapping that button, and the same for output B by tapping that button. You can step through these one at a time by tapping the button. If you're on input number 4 and tap it again, it'll move back to input number 1. You can also make these selections directly from the remote control or through that RS-232 connection on the back from a local computer. To the right of that is another button labeled Scaler. When you tap that, it'll step through the various options available for different resolutions the product provides, and you can use that to match the input resolution of your media devices to the output resolution of your monitors. To the right of that is an audio button. This product provides audio extraction capabilities where it will digitally separate the audio component from the HDMI media stream, and then allows you to pass that audio along to a soundbar or home stereo through a digital or analog connection on the rear. You can tap this button to actually step through the different audio modes the product provides. To the right of that is a mode button. This product also provides multi-viewer capabilities where several inputs can be displayed on the same monitor at the same time, and you can step through the 5 pre-programmed modes that this product provides by tapping that mode button. I've already explained Select A and Select B, where you can make your selections for your output choices. On the rear of the units where you'll make all your connections, starting on the left you'll find 4 HDMI inputs that are labeled input 1 through input 4. These are full-sized HDMI ports. This is where you'll connect your 4 media devices. Always use a high-quality cable for those connections. To the right of that are 2 more full-sized HDMI ports labeled output A and output B. Here's where you'll connect your 2 monitors, and again, high-quality HDMI cable. To the right of that are 2 audio output connections, a left and right stereo 3.5mm port, which is analog, and a digital Toslink connection. You can use either of these and connect a local soundbar or home stereo for the audio extraction capabilities. To the right of that is a micro USB port. This is where you can connect a local computer, again, to control the unit. To the right of that is a DC input port, and that's used with the included power supply. You'll simply plug that into a wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it, which plugs in right there, and you can finger tighten that collar. Finally, to the right of that is a power switch. You can use this to turn the unit on and off by simply selecting on or selecting off for the unit. And that's pretty much all you need to know about the product. Now I'll show you just how easy it'll be to use this product with your own equipment. And for this demonstration, over here I've set up 4 small media players, each of them displaying a different image just to make it easy to tell them apart. And this is the media content that I'd like to view on my output monitors. Over here I've set up 2 displays as my output devices, and this is where I'd like to enjoy the content from my media players. In front of me I have the HDS-402MV. Now the first set of connections I'll make are from the media players directly to the unit, and I've already connected up 4 high-speed HDMI cables to the players. I'll plug the other end of those cables into input number 1, input number 2, input number 3, and finally input number 4. And now that I've made those connections, we're ready to connect up my output devices. I have 2 more high-speed cables connected to the monitors, and I'll plug those into output A and output B. And it's important to use high-quality cables for these connections to make sure you get the best possible picture on your output devices. And now we're all set for power. I've already plugged in the power supply. The other end of that cable has a barrel connection on it, which plugs directly into the DC input port in the back, and there's a collar you can tighten to make sure it doesn't pop out. So let me plug that in and tighten that collar. And now I can turn the unit on, and the minute I do that, it immediately starts an internal power on self-test where it's checking the electronics. It's also checking the resolution of my media players and the resolution of the monitors to make whatever adjustments are needed to give it the best possible picture on the output. That takes a couple of seconds for that to take place and for the handshakes to take place. So you'll see, there you go. There are 2 images on the output. Right now I've got input number 1 going to monitor A and input number 2 going to monitor B. And I can change those on A by tapping this button. You'll see it'll move to the next image, and finally the last image. Right now I'm in matrix mode, which means I have complete control over which of these inputs is being sent to both monitors. This also offers 2 other modes. It offers multi-viewer mode and picture-in-picture mode. And to access those, you can tap the mode button on the front, or it's just easier to hit a button on the remote. Now I've moved that one into multi-viewer mode, so you're seeing multiple inputs on the same screen, and I can actually step through those to give you different views. There's 4 of them. There's another one. And now if I want to go picture-in-picture, I tap this button, and you can see that I've got actually one large picture and a smaller picture inside. And again, I can change which is which. I can also move it around the screen by tapping the button. So there's a lot of control that really allows you to use this for several different functions. A multi-viewer, a matrix, or a picture-in-picture generator. So you're really getting 3 products in one, and it really is just that easy to get it working. I hope that closer look and demonstration were helpful. Now here are a few really important things to keep in mind when you're comparing the Orei HDS-402MV with other products you may be considering. The first thing, and probably most important thing, is that this single product is really 2 products in one. It's an HDMI matrix, which makes it really easy for you to connect 4 different HDMI media devices, like a computer, a game console, or a streaming media player, to 2 monitors at the same time, while providing complete control over which of those inputs is being displayed on each one of the outputs at any given time by simply tapping a button. Which means it's going to be great for a media center setup or on your desk if you have multiple computers to easily switch between those. But it's also a multi-viewer, which will combine several of the inputs on a single monitor at the same time, which means it's going to be great if you've got security concerns and maybe you've got multiple cameras around your home. You can view all of those cameras at the same time on a single monitor. So having that dual functionality provides a lot of flexibility. The fact that it's both HDMI 1.4 and HDCP 1.4 compliant also means it's plug and play compatible with most of your modern media equipment. The audio extraction capabilities are nice because that allows you to pass the audio from any of the input media streams along through a digital or analog connection to a soundbar, home stereo, or other amplifier system for that full theater experience. It's also nice that they've included the remote control because normally a Matrix has buttons on the front where you can make your selections, but knowing I've got a remote control means I can set this up on my media center, settle back in the couch, and make the selections from a distance away. And the final thing that's really nice about this particular product is the fact that I can control it from a computer directly through an RS-232 connection. So the flexibility that provides means I can use the buttons, I can use the remote, or I can control it from a computer. Everything you need to get started is included with the kit, and with a few simple connections, you can be up and running in no time. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this review.